What's up? How's it going, everyone? I know it's been a long time since I vlogged, and there's a good reason. I've been really, really busy. Like, every weekend has just been crazy. As you can tell, I got my hair cut. Even though it's getting colder, my head is, like, has less hair now. I don't know how that worked out, but it happened. Shout out to Jess, by the way, who actually did this haircut for me, and it is her birthday today. So happy birthday, Jess. And in the past, we had Jason too. So happy birthday, Jason, Simon, and Will. All had birthdays since last time I vlogged, and they're all other ALTs that live here in Gifu. And happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I'm kind of actually sad that this is kind of like one of my first Thanksgivings away from home, so I don't have that nice spread of food. Tonight I'll probably just make something with chicken. Nothing is going on. It's just another day of school. So consider yourselves lucky, people back in America that get to spend this time with family and stuff, because I miss my family. I miss a lot of people back home. So but that's okay, because I'm in Japan. So yeah. So sorry I've been not with the not keeping up with the vlogs here. There's a reason for that, and that would be this guy. I did get Pokemon X from the girlfriend sent over to me, which was quite the surprise, and been playing that a little bit. And but I have been getting out as well on the weekends. So sort of recently, a few weeks ago, we had a skills development conference. I got to see a lot of the ALTs again, which was awesome. We did Halloween that weekend. We went to Nagoya, not with all the other ALTs, but with Tracy and Tammy and some of the friends and stuff. I dressed up as a vampire, which was pretty cool. Nagoya is fun. We were clubbing a little bit at night. However, it's kind of weird because I'm not used to seeing so many gaijin people. Gaijin is foreigner, by the way, and just having them filling the streets of Nagoya was like a little crazy. It was very different. There's not very many foreigners in Ogaki, so that was really interesting. Also, what was really fun was going out drinking with some of my teachers from my school. There are a few of them. We went out to a place that had a nomi hodai, which is all you can drink, and just kind of chatted. It's very interesting because maybe usually in school and stuff they don't really talk as much, but in that setting they like open up and like they try and speak English, and I try and speak Japanese, and it's really funny because of the things they talk about. it's like they talk about other teachers sometimes, and the students, like which class is the best and worst, and it's just really cool to hear that. So I was glad I was invited to that. And I also went over to visit some distant relatives in Ashiya. Ashiya is near Kobe. It's like a stop before or something like that. And it was great. I got to see Nobuko and Tadashi. On the way there, I actually was fortunate enough to run into Keilani and Mel. Both are from UC Davis and have known them for a while, but they live in different parts of Japan, so they decided to go to Kyoto, met up with them, had some lunch, and Jess also accompanied me with that. So it was, yeah, it was really cool just to be able to see them and find out how they're doing. Had some good Chinese food, so. And went over to Ashiya and met up with Nobuko and Tadashi, and it was great. It was nice to have that family feel. Got to eat at Casa de la Kishimoto, which is their last name. I ate at their house, and we watched the Rakuten Eagles win the Japan World Series. One of the highlights, I think, is actually going to Costco. Costco in Japan is interesting. It's basically like Costco in America, but has sort of less stuff, but added Japanese food. So you see huge platters of sushi and other things. And I didn't necessarily go all out, but I did buy a lot of things, including huge peanut butter and Nutella, granola bars, blocks of cheese. If you guys saw the Facebook photo of all my goods and stuff that I got at Costco, then you know what I mean. But I was very lucky that we did that. And then I think almost lastly, I want to talk about something called English Camp. English Camp was amazing. It was for high schools. It was during a weekend. in Gifu with a lot of high school students that were very energetic about English, and I loved it. It was so fun. Like in school, like at my high school that I'm at right now, they're good students and they're energetic and things, but maybe their interest in English is not so much. And there are quite a few students that will like sleep in class or goof off and not listen. But at this English camp, everybody participated, and it was so fun, and it really felt like we made a difference. Just hearing some of the comments that we got back from the evaluation forms at the end just kind of really touched my heart, and I think, that kind of feeling is the one that I really wanted. The one I really wanted when doing JET, just for being a teacher. It was so gratifying to hear their words, and it was awesome to see that the other ALTs and I made a difference. So English camp was just amazing. I can't stop raving about it. I had such a good time on that weekend. Didn't even matter that I was working on a Saturday and Sunday. Like, it was awesome, and I would totally do it again in a heartbeat. So English camp was amazing. So I was during a weekend, and so lastly, I just wanted to mention that we did go over to Takayama as well. Takayama is in the northern part of Gifu, and it's very pretty. There are lots of like fall colors, and got to hang out with a lot of the other ALTs and go around the old town of Takayama. One of the really cool, or one thing that we did also was had Hita beef. Hita beef is kind of like Kobe beef. It's like a specialty for Hita, which is the northern region of Gifu, and it's really good because it had like a ceramic bowl with a fire, and then a plate on top, and then a hoba leaf, it's like a leaf, and then miso, and then the beef. And it was amazing. It was so worth it. I'm glad I had it. It's their specialty up in Hita, again, the northern region of Gifu. And yeah, it was delicious. I was gonna say and there was also some sake breweries as well. For like 100 yen, we could like taste all of the different sake. There were maybe about 10 bottles or so. So that was awesome. I got to keep the cup afterwards. So that was really fun also. So Takayama's great. And I did have some other things that happened as well. Maybe we'll save that for another vlog because this one's getting a little long. But again, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Like, I wish I was back in the States to celebrate with you guys because there's not too much happening here for Thanksgiving. Enjoy being with family, enjoy the food, enjoy the holiday season. Be safe with your travels, anyone that's traveling. And shout out to my family and my friends back home. I really, really miss you guys here in Japan. And just happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for all of you. And I think that is it. So we'll cut it here. But if you guys have any questions, you want to ask me anything, tell me to go find anything, or want to comment, just let me know. Those of you that are my Facebook friends will see pictures soon of my activities, and should be good. So, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Peace!